Well, hello, everybody. Good morning. It's actually morning, Saturday morning. Hope everybody's off to a good start to their weekend. Um, I am. I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. I knew you were going to. How is everybody? I see we got some people in here already. There's too many for me to start naming. So I'm glad to see you all. It's been a long Friday already. I've got basketball in the morning. I got practice at 11, game at 12, and a game at 1. You think it's going to be hard on me, just imagine those boys. It's going to be real hard on them. We probably won't do a whole lot in practice, but we're just going to go over a couple things. Get ready. Right some wrongs. Right some wrongs. Go look at Ernie on Prayer Garden of America live night. I don't even watch Prayer Garden, honestly. And I'm done following Ernie. So I tried not to watch his stuff anyway, and there's so when I follow Ernie now, it's just going to be to bring you guys facts and receipts. Hello, Banner B. How are you? Florida's storm chasing adventures. Thank you for your emails as well. I appreciate that. Yeah, guys, don't forget to hit that like button. We had a lot of people in here, and I know it's easy to forget to hit that thing. Let me go over and hit it right quick. Okay. Lisa Lasky, how are you? Arkansas, one of the most well-traveled moderators on the YouTube streets. I don't know. Is Ernie in YouTube jail? I don't know. What is YouTube jail? Somebody enlighten me. Is that like Facebook jail? Knock on wood. I've never been in Facebook jail. He said some Missouri Mama. He was, and he said some shot over there. Yeah, I mean that's if it surprises you, you haven't been paying attention. I mean nothing that guy does surprises anybody anymore. His channel is in Facebook and is in YouTube jail. Well, that's cool. That's probably why he's not doing YouTube live videos. Wonder what do you have to do to get into YouTube jail? That's new to me. I've never heard of that. Hello, 616 Love. Thank you. I appreciate it. I've been doing some soul searching. Oh, you don't know what Facebook jail is, Jenny? I think it's like they relegate or eliminate some of the things you can do. But it's kind of like I would say it's more like Facebook probation than it is actually Facebook jail. But like I said, I've never done it. So I've never been in Facebook jail, but I think maybe you can't use Messenger or something. Sometimes it's different things. I think. Hey, hi Jimbo, how are you doing today? Hi mods, everyone in chat. Hello Donna, how are you? Family's doing real well. Family's doing real well. It's Friday. The kids got out early today from school and spring break at their school. So, oh, you haven't had a Facebook since 2005. I was a late um, Facebook signer upper. I mean, I didn't know what it was for a long time. Um, there was some collegiate wrestlers that fought in our MMA events, and they were at the house a lot. Um, and we would watch UFC fights and stuff like that. And they all talked about Facebook. Check my Facebook. I want to check my Facebook. And like, what is that? Well, you got to have an email. I was like, everybody's got an email. So, yeah, that was my introduction to Facebook. And Facebook's done some evil stuff, man. Like Facebook, not Facebook particularly, but there's been a lot of evil things done through Facebook. And a lot of people have had so much bad experiences with, catfishers and just, you know, lying and deceiving and kind of like YouTube. but, but Facebook actually was, let me tell you guys a quick story. Facebook is has played a significant role in a big part of my life. Yes, thank you. Go Big D. Yes, Dallas, love my Cowboys. I was this was around, I want to say 2013, late 2012, early 2013. My mom was still living, and we talked her into getting a Facebook account. And actually, she didn't want one, so we made her one. We said, "Here, mom, here's your Facebook account." So she started looking around and finding her old friends from high school and stuff like that. And so I came in the house one day, and mom said, "Come here, Jimmy." My dad's name was Jimmy. That's not my name. Um, she called me Jimmy a lot, but um, she said, "Come here, Jimmy. I'll show you something." I went over there, and she showed me this Facebook profile. She said, "That's your sister." And like, I had never met my older brother or my two older sisters. So I sent her a message, I said, "Hey, I think we might share the same father." And, I didn't know how it was going to go because, my dad, um, he was an alcoholic. And, from all stories I've heard, he wasn't particularly good to them. Um, Thus, he wasn't there. And I never saw him growing up. I mean, I was a grown man before I ever met him. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I did get some rest. I got some sleep. I did get up a little earlier than I wanted to. The phone dinging, but it was worth it. It was worth it. Got a good start to the Friday and to the weekend. But so I messaged my sister, and her name's Molly, by the way. Um, Actually, you guys may have seen Ernie dox her. she 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 found out that that lady was on off things on the farm, or all something like that. Yeah, I can never get it right. I may have it right though. But anyway, and she asked me what was going on, and I told her, and she sent Ernie a message, and she was pretty hot. And anyway, so when I messaged her, and told her that, she was like, "Yeah, Jimbo, we do share the same dad." Um, So we started chatting, and a few weeks later, I drove to Alabama and met her for the first time. And then a month or so later after that, I went down there and met my other sister and my older brother for the first time. And it was so Facebook was awesome for me in that way. That's probably the best thing that's ever happened to me through Facebook. Um, so social media can be evil, but it can be good too. It can be good too. Now, since then, like there was, I have a brother that's my full brother. There's two of us, and there was three from my dad's previous marriage. So, did your wife get her? Yes, she did. I'm gonna have her bring them in here. My wife did get her Pioneer Woman goodies today. I'm gonna have her bring them in here in a few minutes. Some of them. Um, but the me and my brother, my full brother, and the other three, the half brothers and sisters, we all were in one room only one time. We're all together only once. It was Thanksgiving, the year after I met my sister, and since then my brother has passed away, and my older sister. They both died to cancer, and my sister that's still living beat cancer. She had pancreatic cancer, and it was pretty bad, and she's now cancer free. So thank the Lord for that. Hello, I just missed that one. Sorry, but yeah, I mean, social media can be a great thing, and then it can be used for evil. We've seen that. We've seen that recently on you know so many fronts, so many fronts, so much negativity, and I don't think that's what was intended when Facebook and YouTube and MySpace. Throw one up the chat if you ever had a MySpace. Navy Mom, I'm sorry I lost my sister too, but oh my gosh, Navy Mom, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Yes, I'm sorry. Congratulations, Red Tick Hound. Beat lung cancer. Yes, thank the Lord for that. Gosh almighty. Yeah, you had a MySpace account. Look at all these MySpace accounts. Man, that was and now throw a two up in the chat if you ever had a friend get jealous where they were because of where they were listed on your top 10 friends on MySpace. I gotta put some twos. I used to have some people get mad at me like, are you serious? Such and such is a better friend. Yeah, it's yeah, people get jealous. It's funny. It was funny. Um, that's congratulations, Angel. That's what my brother had. And they told him like he they discovered he had cancer, and it was thyroid cancer, and they said, and my sisters told me like, don't worry. They said, if you can have any, yeah, I think you did. You had to have a top 10, Jeannie Penny. But they said if you could pick, if you had to have something cancer and you could pick, you would want thyroid cancer. And so they were trying to make it, seem like there's a better chance with thyroid cancer. And then, he got sick and had an emergency appendectomy, I think, uh, shortly after that, after he discovered they had the thyroid cancer. And when they opened him up for the appendectomy, they saw that it had spread really bad, and he just lived like a week or so longer. It was just unexpected, and I mean, he hadn't really even done any treatments or anything. So, isn't that funny? Like it's well, not funny, but isn't it strange that a lot of times, right after you're discovered to have cancer, then it's real quick. My mom, my mom passed to lung cancer. She was real sick, and then we were taking care of her. And I'm not going to be somber. This is the last one I'm going to talk about, unless you guys want to talk about it, then we will. But I'm sorry, E squared. Oh my goodness, that's recent. Oh my goodness, prayers for you. I'll add you in my prayers, not for sure. I swear I hate that. Yeah, we're gonna see some Pioneer Woman stuff in just a second. I'm gonna holler at her. But yeah, my mom was really sick and she was coughing all the time. And for years, like she would go to her doctor and they would give her a steroid shot, and she had COPD. And they would give her that steroid shot, and she would feel better for a few weeks. Um, but and then she took this prednisone all the time, this steroid, and but she got real bad and wouldn't go to the hospital. So I called an ambulance. She was sit on her knees and lean over the couch, and the pressure on her stomach would ease her coughing a little bit. So we called the ambulance, and they took her to the hospital, and they told her she had cancer, and she never came home from the hospital. She was there for about a month, but it was hard. It was hard on me and my brother, especially. Like our dad passed a few years, like probably 10 years before that, with a heart attack. He was only 59 when he died, so he just had a heart attack. Um, he was drinking when he had a heart attack too. So let's talk about something good. Let's talk about something good. Love and grace. Your dad had lung cancer and was told he had 7 years left, and it was only 4 months. Oh my gosh. I hate to hear that. It's you never know. You never know. And your cancer or anything, just walking out the door, you never know when you're going to take your last breath. And that's real talk. It's I got when I was 16, one of my best friends was killed in a car wreck, and you just don't think at 16 that you're going to lose somebody. Jimbo, I personally just want to say I'm very proud of you and will be here to support you as I always have. All the drama, BS, I will have your back, brother. Thank you, Angel. I appreciate that. I really do. And you know, just right quick, like I, I hope the drama dies down. Me speaking with Ernie on panel yesterday, I realized it triggered people, and people didn't understand it. Now I get it. I get that they didn't understand it, and I apologize for anybody that was offended or was felt threatened because he was here on this show. Um, but let's move forward and do what we do here at the stand, and let's let's take care of business. Let's take care of business. And like I said, this is going to be a fun weekend, fun start to the weekend. But we're getting ready to start putting those receipts together. And yes, Navy Mom, anything you can ask me, anything, always. Thank you out of the blue. Jenny Penny is awesome, ain't she, Jotty? She is awesome. Jenny Penny said, Jotty Thompson, you are awesome too. Thank you, Donna. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You know, I just want people to know that my intentions were pure, and um, I realize it didn't go as it could have went. So, but honestly, it was about what I expected. Thank you, Jotty Thompson. Thank you, Jotty Thompson. Um, and there's been so much negativity. Like we're all on the same team, right? Let's all be on the same team still. You're trying to save Ernie. You trying to save Ernie so many times. It's because you look at him as a son. I do look at him as one of our children. Like my wife and I have always treated him as such because he acted as such. He wasn't like, I don't know, adult conversations. He was always kind of out there, like, but Any, you've heard all the stories, so you can imagine. We heard a lot of stories, but and I would poke fun at them. I would poke holes in them. Always have for the longest time. I'll always have. It's no different now. I'm poking holes in them now, but I'm bringing it with the thunder. Sandy 619. I don't have a good feeling about Ernie either. Yeah. That's true, River Blue. You're exactly right. You're exactly right. He it would take wanting to change. That's just like I've said that forever. Like you have to want to change. You have to admit that there's something wrong in order to change it. See, but Jimbo, you look at him differently than we do. I have kids, and I know it would be hard for me to turn my back on one of them. It is, and I've tried to give him the benefit of the doubt so many times, and that's that old saying, you fool me once, shame on you. You fool me twice, shame on me. Well, what about 4 or 5 times? It's like you're just a fool. you know? Please let your wife know we love her. I told her today. I was like, Thelma, you are popular. These people love you, man. I said you're gonna have to come in and sit on here on panel with me one day and just hang out. Just hang out. Um, she got some Pioneer Woman picnic baskets and stuff today. But looking at a friend, then one of your kids, I was just asking. Oh yeah, yeah, I get it. I see that you see where I'm coming from. It's it's complicated. I know that's an easy way is to get out of explaining stuff is to say it's complicated, but it really is. It's just complicated, and it's run its course. It's run its course. Hello, Stacy. Hey, you guys need to watch the trial. Now, every single bit of it is uploaded. There's 2 videos that are private right now because I have to go in and edit out the crime scene photos because of privacy for the family of the victim. But everything else, like even the bench conferences, are there. Um, so everything's there. Go watch it. Watch the trial. But Stacy Tillman Mask is on it. She's watching it and she's asking questions and she's being active. Like she could probably tell you more about that trial than I can, and that's just a fact. Like she's asking questions, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I'll go watch it and see if I can, see if I can answer it because I don't know. She knows more about it than I do, really. Needs to be put in a lifetime timeout. He does. He does. He does. And I think he's getting ready to get maybe a couple years of a timeout. You know what I'm saying? So, you think Ern will stay off YouTube? No, I do not. No way. Yes, that would be awesome to hear from your wife. Yeah, I'm gonna. She probably won't hang out too long in here, but I'm gonna get her to bring her some of that stuff she bought today. And she said she had this little set of picnic baskets, and she was like, um, later on when we get some more money, because I'm selling a utility trailer I've got out here, a 16-foot utility trailer. She's like, later on, if we sell that trailer, can I go ahead and get these other 2? I said, just go ahead and get them now. you know? And she did. She did. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. We do crazy things when we love people. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Jenny Penny is one of the smartest people I've ever met. I mean, intelligent, life smart, um, you know, life experiences, street smarts. She's just and a good person, a good soul. Do you know what he got in a fight about in jail? I don't. I put a 1 in the chat if you don't believe he got in a fight. When I met Ernie, he asked me who I was. I told him I was just a chick that sees and remembers everything. I tell you what, you've seen and remembered a lot from that trial. I tell you, like you could probably write a book on her for real. You know so much. And she calls out when the lawyers mess up. She's like, she sees it. Yeah, yeah. Nobody believes that, and like I can't remember how many fights he said he was in. When he was in Bluefield, West Virginia's jail, he was, he, it was a crazy number. He was in there for 29 days, so you can imagine the number. I don't want to say the number because I don't remember what it was, but it was high. There was a bunch of fights he supposedly got into. Now, with him being in there for that long and his mouth works the way it does, I do believe he probably got in maybe one or two. Do you believe that the SWAT team was waiting for him when he got out of jail? No. Where did it in Richmond in Madison County? No, he was there was a cop out there waiting on him, a sheriff's deputy. Maybe a one-man SWAT team. Yes, you can move forward in life if you're surrounded by the past. You can't move forward in life if you're surrounded by the past. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Uh, no SWAT team was waiting on him. Yeah, you're right. You're right. There's no SWAT team. Did he say that? I bet he was hunkered up in the corner in a fetal position. Yeah, Bama Sooth Treaker, Sooth Truth. What did I say? Sooth Treaker, Truth Seeker. Yeah, you're. That's probably pretty accurate. Would that catch another charge for fighting? I would think so. I would think so. Um, and I know people, not at the jail, but I know police officers in Madison County. I haven't heard anything like that. I kind of don't believe he got in a fight because his face was all intact. Yeah, I mean that's another thing. Do he look like he looked like he'd been in a fight? Um, I don't know, but like a prison fight or a jail fight, you would think would be pretty gnarly, where people would get banged up quite a bit. So I don't know. Didn't he say it was, some of his brother friends or were in there or something? There's a setup. It's a setup. Yes, because someone called and he said he threatened to blow up the building. No, no, there was no SWAT team there, and that would be the bomb squad anyway. It wouldn't be the SWAT team. Roughly 8 years ago, I read an article about MRI. Let me see that one. Miss it. There we go. Roughly 8 years ago, I read an article on MRI imaging stated people with NPD have either white or gray matter in the area where empathy is developed. I think more research needs to be done. I wonder if Ern has NPD. Hey, that's a good question. Valid question. Valid question. MGL threatened to kill everyone and nothing was done. I don't think people take threats serious anymore. Like, you can pretty much say whatever you want to anybody and nothing gets done. It's really sad because, you know, early on in my life, I was told, early, like, any threat's a valid threat. You treat it as such. Jenny Penny, Hakuna Matata, do you think he really took 3 showers a day? Does that happen in jail? Negative. Negative. Maybe the fight was over those snapper crackers or whatever they were called. Yeah, he said something about snapper crackers. He said, "You'd really like them." I don't know. I don't know. Hey, do you guys see my new? I got that at Walmart. This is it over this shoulder. This shoulder. What? Over. Right here. Right here. My little. What is it called? A Narkey light. Thought that was pretty cool. Did he ever mention anything about PTSD until Tooth said it? Yes, he has. He has claimed PTSD for years. Oh no, Lobo. Golden shower. Come on. It's family show tonight. Hey, Jen Hoffa. Yeah, and I was telling you guys, there's still more coming in. Like the entire trial is uploaded now. Go check it out. Form your own opinions. See what you think. Um, there's actually some things that were pointed out to me today that I didn't even catch. Like the defense in the closing arguments talks about two different sets of PTSD from his military days. No, but the defense in closing arguments talks about the two different forms of ignitable fluids and says, um, sounds to her like a two-man job. And I've said that, like you see those crime scene photos, and the man's got duct tape around his arms and his legs and everything else. So it's how can one person duct tape somebody like that? Rusty pipes? Come on, Jimbo. Geez. Yeah. You said it, not me. Did I say rusty? I didn't say rusty pipes. Burgundy and gold. Are you talking about the Washington Redskins? That would never, ever, ever happen. Now, I will eventually get me a Washington Redskins hat. I've got a bunch of hats over here that I haven't hung up yet that I just like hats. I've got Rams hats, Detroit Lions, Tennessee Titans, a bunch of them. How can you have PTSD from having a gun pulled on him and still claim to be a bounty hunter? It's a good question. It's a good question. Hello, Trudy. Are you late, Trudy? Are you late coming in? All right, put a one up in the chat if anybody got you on an April Fool's. Jimbo, you need to get black and gold. I got some for you, Navy Mom. I got some for you. Let me get it here. All right, Navy Mom, that's for you. Was that what you're talking about? He might have PTSD or ST. He said, Pink Bolo, I misquoted you. I'm sorry. He might have STD. Mm. Acuna got me. Well, kinda. Nobody got me. Nobody got me. I told I got my daughter this morning. I'll tell you in just a second. At my sister's voice, military members and law enforcement can have PTSD and still work. I'm a veteran and I had PTSD while on active duty. You just have to seek out help. I've got a cousin who's a sheriff's deputy, and he's got PTSD from the military. So I guess you can, yeah. And it's not good for him on like July 4th and things like that. He might have PTSD, pretty bad STD. Oh, I feel like this hat is going to eat me from the top down. It's just going to consume me. This is also my sister Molly, the one I was telling you about that I met through Facebook. The Steelers are her favorite team. That would have never happened if she grew up around me. Never. My daughter has PTSD from the war. Does loud noises trigger her, or is it something else? I know there's different things for different people. Squealers, Hakuna Matata. Oh, she passes out. Goodness gracious. Mom of two. Her son's favorite team is the Steelers. Saints hat. Is that what you were talking about? I've not seen a Saints hat around these parts, but I would if I found one around here. I would buy one. Um, I think Sean Payton, which of course he's not the Saints coach anymore, but I think he's awesome. Think Ernie thinks he has. This is Millie Mood 22. Think Ernie thinks he has to announce his departure from YouTube on everyone else's channel. Someone tell him it's not the airport. There you go. There you go. Jimbo, my daughter was in Iraq war. Let's see. Miss something's daughter was in combat in Iraq. Oh my goodness. What about the Seattle Seahawks? Donna, are you a Seahawks fan? Are you heartbroken? Are you heartbroken over Russell Wilson? I know when Emmitt Smith left to play for the Arizona Cardinals, and like he wasn't contributing. You're not heartbroken over Russell Wilson. Um, Emmitt Smith, when he went to play for the Cardinals, it broke my heart. It was like a gut punch. I need a KC hat. Yeah, and I would love to have a Chiefs hat. And as soon as I find one, I will get one. Patrick Mahomes is the man, in my opinion. And I'm a big Dak Prescott man. Let's see. Grit Sass. At Phoenix, I have PTSD and survivor's guilt. It's been 30 years, and when I feel I need to I go to therapy. When I feel I need to, I go to therapy. I learned some good coping skills. Yeah, and I think over years, like the advancement in professional help with the coping skills and things like that has been major to help with that. Grit and Sass is not heartbroken over Russell Wilson either. It bothers me. Like I just, and I'm not even a Seattle Seahawks fan. I don't know. It just for me, loyalty is just such a big thing, and these guys have the money. You know, if it were me, I would. If I had that kind of money, I'd just retire. If I was going to play somewhere else, or they wanted me to go somewhere else, I'd just retire. I really would. My wife has just done something to herself. I hear her in her saying, "Oh my God, dear Jesus, I hate myself." She stubbed her toe or done something. She's very clumsy. She's hit her head with the freezer earlier. I'm more of a college football gal. Love my Buckeyes. I wish you would have said that. No, no, no. Mhm. My old buddy Matt Kemper's a big Buckeyes fan. What about the Crimson Tide? Sorry, obviously a big Bama fan. I love the Crimson Tide. That's my team outside Kentucky. If and for my whole life, when Kentucky's not relevant, um, Bama is. Bama's my team. If Kentucky and Alabama play, I gotta go with my Cats. Jenny Penny wants to know what a Buckeye is. I'm going to tell you in just a second. KC girl, you should have seen my house during the Super Bowl. He's a Packers fan, and I'm a KC fan. Woo! Jenny Penny, a Buckeye, Ohio State Buckeye, is it's a nut. Mama Bird G says it right there. Now, Buckeye is also a piece of candy. Do you guys ever eat the Buckeye? Like my mom always called them peanut butter balls. Buckeye fans are nuts, she said. And my mom always called them peanut butter balls, but they're called Buckeyes because they're chocolate and they've got little they're peanut butter in the middle, like a Reese cup sort of, but they're around. There's a little circle on top that's not covered completely up, and it shows a little brown and looks like a Buckeye. Well, thank you. I've had these glasses for like 10 years, and I need to replace them. I've had like 8 different prescriptions since then, and it's one thing after the other. I see better out of my contacts. I just don't like wearing them. I was going to silently watch, but I feel like I need to say "Go Niners" in response. KC fan. Oh gosh, I grew up hating the 49ers so bad. Harry London Chocolate Factory in Ohio has the best Buckeyes. Oh, I'll check that out. They sell them at Cracker Barrel too. I don't remember the name of them, but they're Buckeyes. But I don't remember the brand name. But man, they're good. Cracker Barrel has good candy. I'm an expert on candy, in case you didn't know. I'm an expert on candy. River Blue, my husband was law enforcement. This is from Navy Mom, and he got lung disease from busting meth labs for years. Oh, wow. Redskins, longtime fan here since a little one. My childhood friend was a Dallas fan. When we watched the game together, we had gave each other a hard time. One of my best friends, like my next door neighbor, that same age as me, and we grew up, you know, playing football, basketball, everything every day. He still is Washington Redskins fan. Every year we do the bet when the Skins and Cowboys play. Well, the Washington football team and the Cowboys play. We whoever loses puts the other's favorite team as their Facebook profile picture. Korean candy isn't very good, to be honest. Really? Love and Grace. 2 people that I know of said they asked Tina about Ernie bathing. When he stays with them, he doesn't bathe. She told them that he hardly ever does because super soldiers do not have body odor. Are you kidding me? She really said that? Korean candy is kind of gross, Jenny Penny, or Ernie not bathing while he's in Tina's presence? Kind of gross. Or both. KC Girl 10 said River Blue, Kansas City Chiefs, and Minnesota Wild. And easy to choke on. Oh, you're talking about candy then. Now I'm going to have to, and both. Now I'm going to have to try me some Korean candy. I'm going to have to try it. Jenny Penny, why don't you do me a favor? I'm serious. Send me what you think is the best Korean candy. I'm going to look up a recipe and try to make some. My specialty, like I like to cook when I'm, my back doesn't hurt too bad after standing for a long time and I'm having a really good day and I cook. I I like to cook. But my favorite candy to make is no-bake cookies. Let's keep talking about football and not earn and tooth. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's good. Just negativity all the time. It's good to have a break from it, isn't it, guys? It's really good. Have to stick with the Cowboys and Wildcats. Me too, exploring the unknown. Me too. River Blue, did you say something about the Volunteers? My daughter is in Germany and is sending me candy. She says I will love their chocolate. Oh my goodness, I've had German chocolate. Put a one in the chat if you've ever had German chocolate. Ooh, it's so good. It's so good. Right, Mama G? I'm telling you, German chocolate. Woo, baby, that's good stuff. That is good stuff. River Blue, I'm sorry to hear that you're a Vols girl. I won't hold it against you, though. There's lots of them out there. German gummy bears. Or are you saying German candy and gummy bears? Yeah, German chocolate is probably the best, I would say. Probably. Best that I've had. Bama True Seeker said, River Blue, we can't be friends anymore. Oh, grit and sass. Now I'm excited. Kimberly M is a Vols fan for life. I had a bunch of course, I live near the Tennessee border. So I got a bunch of Kentucky and Tennessee friends that love the Volunteers. Trudy was born and raised in Salzburg, Australia, and yes, all their sweets are awesome. That sounds cool. But when Kentucky lost to the number 2 seed and Tennessee won their first round game, like you would think the earth was going to stop spinning. Like it was like Tennessee was throwing the biggest party and dancing on the grave of the Wildcats. Well, Tennessee got beat the next round or the next one. But anyway, the team that beat Kentucky made it all the way to the final 8, the Elite 8. Somewhere Tennessee has either never been or they've only been there once. So there. Oh, I do respect some players that came out of Tennessee. Jason Witten, one of my all-time favorites, and Peyton Manning. My goodness gracious, how can you not love Peyton Manning? Let me take you guys off camera for a second. I'm going to see if Mama C will bring in some Pioneer Woman stuff. Hello, Scooter. Be right back. Just a second. We'll wait. Okay. I'm back. I just have to say, when is the last time you saw a bunch of women talking sports? When is the last? That's a good question. That's a valid question. Oh no, Neyland Stadium makes me sick.
How do I show it?
Right over here. Let's see.
This is a serving plate.
Serving platter. Pioneer Woman serving platter.
This is a picnic basket.
That's the big one?
Yeah.
There's the big picnic basket, as Yogi would say.
And these are 2 small picnic baskets.
2 small picnic baskets, Yogi would say.
I'll be back.
She's going to get more. Broncos are winning the Super Bowl this year. They just might. They just might. They just might.
Okay, this is a flower decoration.
Flower decoration in a little,
It's like
like an urn. Pioneer Woman urn.
this is like a. That looked pretty on your desk.
No, that's not going to stay on my desk.
Anyway, these are 2 bows with different designs.
Bowls. Those are the plastic bowls.
And these, I bought a set, but I bought like 4. I bought 3 of each. So there's enough for us to do. There's 6 of us, so I did 6. These are plastic, so we can eat with these outside. Maybe. I don't know. I usually don't let Pioneer Woman go outside.
Pioneer Woman has some frozen goat cheese appetizer. Really?
Yeah,
We bought some Pioneer Woman meatloaf one time. I didn't care much for it. Now, ironically, she's making me some.
Now, I did
cheese
do a
curds right now.
recipe. Now, wait a second. I do a recipe out of her book, and I did a pancake jam recipe, and they all liked it, even though they didn't know they were eating sour cream.
It's not right when you trick somebody to eat something.
I didn't tell them till they all finished. And
River
I said,
Blue is awesome. I watched her on Outlaw Trucker. I'm sorry, did I cut you off, woman? Come back, lover.
No, wait, I'm not done.
She's not done. She's got more stuff. I have a lot of Pioneer Woman dishes, curtains, and more. Oh, Kimberly M, that's cool.
We got probably about 40 plates.
Those colors are springy. Yes, they are. Those, and it's like that year round, pretty much, with Pioneer Woman. That
Okay.
flower decor.
They didn't have these in blue, but so I went ahead and got me a set of 4 of. Wait a second.
Scooter, I ran Premier Championship Wrestling.
I had the little round ones, and then they had these in the square. As soon as I find these in the blue in the square, well, the round, like I don't know. These are 2 different kinds of cups, so. And then I got the blue that's in the circle, like that.
Jackie Cirillo says Pioneer Woman has clothes too. We've looked at some of them.
Yeah, he owes me a dress that I liked, but he hasn't got that yet.
Should have got it tonight.
But that's okay because he buys me stuff and then he'll point at it and he'll go, look at this. And I'll go, honey, you've already bought that. You're such a good husband.
Tada has a crock pot, some pans, and the flour sifter. We've got the flour sifter and the crock pot, bunch of pans. Like when they come out with a new set of dishes or the new set of pots and pans, different design, we get them. And we don't get rid of the old ones.
I got rid of all of my.
Does she have the PW? No, we don't have the air fryer. We bought an air fryer, not a Pioneer Woman air fryer, but we didn't like it. We gave it away. We gave it away. So yeah.
Oh, wait a second. I'm coming.
Now we've got the toaster oven, not the toaster oven, but the toaster and some other things. She is lovely and adorable. Talk about my wife or Pioneer Woman. They both. I think they both are. Thank you, Jackie. I appreciate that.
And this is the rug. They've got bathroom stuff now. Oh my God, I've already got the towels. But now I have this one. They have a white one, and I could not find it because these people buy it before I get there. But I got to get the blue one. I will find the white one eventually.
Mama too said Jimbo looked so excited. A bunch of laughy and cry faces. Face looks like my husband's way too often. Yeah, those rugs are pretty cool. She's we've had a couple of them. I think she gets rid of them. Just say, "Oh, we need another one," or hides them. Oh my God, I gotta go look in the morning. I need bathroom stuff. Oh, they got a ton of bathroom stuff. Ton of bathroom
Yeah,
stuff.
I think that's all I got tonight.
Okay,
Yeah, that's it.
that's all for tonight. Thank the Lord. Miss Jimbo definitely needs an intervention. I made my husband watch it so he could get to the Pioneer Woman. No, you didn't. Did you really make your husband watch that? That's not right.
He
Tell her we
gets to
said thank you.
decorate the house too. He's got his little Trojan Hamlets out here in the living room.
Those are trophies.
No, these helmets ain't.
That one's a trophy we won with the Border Wars.
You still got your stuff.
Yeah, I do have my
Very
stuff.
little, and I did give you your own room.
I do have my stuff. I actually bought earlier today a bunch of little bobbleheads. They're in my bedroom right now. I'm gonna bring them in here and put them in my office. But they're anybody ever watch The Office, like the series? I love that show. Dwight Schrute, Jim Halpert. Jimbo question: what was the other wrestling group out of Somerset? I don't remember that. Was it Outlaw Wrestling, something like that? I think it might have been Outlaw Wrestling or something like that. I never worked on any of those events. Barb SB, I have one. GSD, and sometimes furniture is too much. I couldn't imagine having two. Thank you, Arkansas. Donna, life is good. Life is good. Thank you very much. You know, um, I'm sure some of you guys have read a bunch of the negativity, but let me tell you, it pales in comparison to the positive stuff that I've received from you, from my friends, and from my supporters. It's far outweighs the negativity. I'm not even worried about it. I got a little worked up earlier, and one of my good friends, and she's in here now, told me, actually a couple of my good friends, and they're both in here now, told me that, hey, just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And okay, I took your advice. It feels good too. He has one room in the house. That's all he is. I have the rest of the house. Really? Does he call it a man cave? She and Hoffa love The Office. I loved it too, man. I mean, I loved it. I've watched it probably 3 or 4 times all the way through from beginning to end. What's your trophy win? What's your trophy win behind you? Oh, this one? It's a national championship trophy. Oh, gosh. Yeah. Crossover Hoops National Championship trophy. My boys won that thing in 2017, and we weren't supposed to win it. It was, we call it lightning in a bottle. We started out the summer kind of shaky, and then we went to Virginia Beach, played in a tournament that was a national qualifier, and I had never, ever, and I still have never seen a group of boys that age play that good. It wasn't fair to the other teams. And it wasn't nothing I did. I mean, I was pretty much cheerleader. But man, whew. Thank you, Bama. Thank you. We actually play in Bama Easter weekend, Friday and Saturday. I think it's the 15th and 16th. We play in Alabama. near Gunnersville. And that's where my sister is. She lives in the area. She lives in Albertville. So it's huge. It's got its own weather system. What are you talking about, Jen Hoffa? We will. I may upload a little video on on the channel of some of our teams. Oh, thank you, thank you. It is big. It's huge. It's huge. And we had like I don't know too many kids, more than we were allowed to have in our suburban on the way. It was actually an Escalade. It wasn't Suburban. It was an old Escalade. It wasn't nothing fancy. But on the way back, and that we barely got that thing in there because of just there was wasn't no room. Those kids and all their gear and their suitcases and basketball bag full of balls, and it was just of course, like I said, we didn't expect to be bringing that big thing home either. Like I mean, you always set out to win, but like we were 100% the underdog. But we just carried over like from the tournament in Virginia Beach. Like they never skipped a beat. They never stopped playing good. Um, the team we beat in the championship, we beat them the day before by like almost 30, I think. Um, and it was Kevin Durant's old AAU team, and he just gave him like $50,000. Here we are in homemade pressed uniforms that one of the team moms made with her cricket machine, and they just it destroyed them to lose to us. And then the championship game was a different story. It was awesome. Like we held the lead for most of the game, but they came back and took the lead with 12. We were up by one with 12 seconds to go, and they hit a three and went up by two. And you know, I got some of the best guards, ever, and I just had so much confidence in them. I didn't call timeout because I knew one of them would get to the basket, and they did. They got a shot up and missed, and my big man, Big Daryl, came in, got the rebound, cleaned it up, put it in. As the buzzer went off, there was no time on the clock, and he got fouled. So he tied the game, and he had one free throw to win it. And he wasn't a very good free throw shooter, but he nailed it, and it was awesome. It was awesome. Every time I think about it, I get choked up. But I'll upload some video. I may actually. I know my point guard's mom has that video actually, so I may get some of that and upload it to the channel so you guys can check it out whenever you want to. It's not, I mean, it's not Kentucky Wildcats or the Lakers or nothing like that, but it's a pretty good story. They're pretty cool. Those kids were just destined. Well, all right, guys. I've had a good night hanging out with y'all, and I started not to do a live tonight. Just basically because of the negativity. But hang on just a second. Yeah, but I didn't. I didn't want to not come on at least in the week before we get into the weekend. I didn't want to end with anything negative or so just wanted to end with positivity and love, and I know how it is about videos getting shared and sent to people, and it's usually to rile people up. It's usually to make them mad, but man, let's just try to mend things. Like if you send if you know Nicolina and you're going to send a video out, send her one and tell her that when I was on her panel, I didn't mean any disrespect to her. It was just we were raising our voices, and it's I apologize. Um, so so there, I apologize, and I hope it's, I know how I am. I'm forgiving, and hopefully other people have it in their heart too. So if not, um, we'll just work it out. We'll figure it out. But I appreciate you guys and the support of the stand, and I love every single one of you. I appreciate you guys being here for me during the stand and after we sign off. Like so many texts and emails and messages. Um, there's so many. I can name them off, but there's just so many. And and there's just it's just it's emotional. I mean, just it really it touches my heart, and it touches my family's heart. My wife, I read them out loud to her, and emails and the texts, and she loves it. She loves it. And some of you know that when you call, we talk on speaker, and my wife's right there talking with us. So we appreciate my family, and I. We appreciate everything you guys do. Um, and we'll try to go live tomorrow. There's a possibility that we don't. We may take Saturday off and just go into Sunday. We'll see what happens. But if we do go live, it'll be late, probably 11 o'clock Eastern time. So actually, if we go live, we may try 10 o'clock Eastern time. So we'll see what tomorrow brings, and hopefully you guys get some rest tonight, and and get through the night safely. And God bless you all. So I'm Jimbo. This is the Stand, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.